The yeah, you got Saline County setting up in a 2-3. Northside we haven't seen yet because they are staying in that full court press, hoping to get them stuck in the 10-second timeline, and they're about to, and they did. Coach was yelling at them that they were getting close to that 10-second timeline.
So good defensive pressure to start the game from the Lions. They create another turnover. Still looking for the first points of the game here.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Saline County having trouble with that press. Oh, throws it away. Early mistakes by both teams. We have not seen much of a good look, but we have seen multiple turnovers by both sides. So neither side's yet to take a shot at the basket.
Warriors get it across the timeline. Elliott with it, looking for help.
We see Northside in a man defense. Let's see what kind of help side they bring.
Stormont with it here, looking to set it up for the Warriors.
Really good defense by Northside, slipping those picks. Very few switches there. Closing the gaps. Saline going to have a difficult time penetrating with these good gaps.
Nice.
There he goes, though.
Kicks to the short corner. That one just short.
Yep, good look there. It's a tough defense to try and penetrate, but that was a good look there for Saline County, our first of the day.
Oh, good pass from Spencer.
Yeah, right over the outreached arms of the defender there. Thought he had it measured, but just a really good pass there.
And Holden Schwander with that bucket.
Boy, this press is turning out to be a little bit of a difficulty here for Saline County early. Only broken it once, and now we got an easy bucket the other way off of the pressure.
Lathan Schubert gets the steal and the bucket.
It's interesting, when they hustle through off of a made basket, they seem to break it, but in a set, Northside's been very effective. That was a deep three try.
Nearly got it to go, but not good enough. Lions press ahead, loses control of the ball, but gets the shot up, no good.
Yeah, I think Saline County is going to talk about the ineffectiveness of their press break. Make sure that they all know their assignments, regardless of whether it's a make or a miss, that they cannot lose those assignments. It's just so important. When you set up the press break correctly, it really doesn't matter whether they're in a diamond, whether they're in a 2-2-1, whether they're in a even a man press. The assignments don't change, and as long as you stick with them, the press is actually fairly easy to break. But especially at this age, they just kind of and in this environment, they're likely to kind of lose those assignments and want to freestyle it and try and take it themselves, and that's when you see those turnovers. So I'm sure the coach here is just trying to calm them down. Northside, on the other hand, right now in control from the standpoint of ball control, and really haven't had to work that hard to get their points.
So Joel Stormont brings the ball up. He's the main ball handler here for Saline County. Rhodes on the drive, gets a little floater in the paint, no good.
Rhodes is going to have to do a lot of that today because he's an intimidating. He's the tallest kid on the floor. He's got an intimidating presence to these smaller Northside kids. If he can break down there and get some of those buckets off of those lane drives, they'll be successful.
Tried to get it into him, and the pass is deflected to the backcourt, but they recover here. Stormont off the screen, gets into the paint, puts up a shot, and he's fouled.
Yeah, that's an excellent drive there. Test the referee's whistle and see what they'll give him. And I think that's good for the coaches as well to kind of see what the refs are going to do in terms of rewarding aggressiveness in the lane, and that time clearly was.
That's Stormont's second little drive in the paint to go to the free throw stripe, and made his first and second free throw.
Yeah, really
out
good.
of 4 total attempts.
Really good free throw shooter.
And that gets the Warriors on the board to make it a 4-2 game in the opening quarter.
Warriors stay in their zone. Oh,
Storman gets a hand in the passing lane, creates the turnover.
oh, but gave it right back.
Right back the other way. Spencer there to take it back for his team.
Ooh, a nice turnover again.
Storman again getting hands on the passing lane.
Active hands by both of these teams. Not going to be able to make lazy passes. Both of these teams very active on defense. They like this one dribble handoff.
It's Lineberry this time. He drives in the lane, puts up the floater, gets it to go. Tie ball game.
Yeah, that's an effective offense at this age, especially as every time they hand it off. Oh, beautiful shot there.
Wow, with a lot of traffic, Noah Johnson, strong move.
Here comes the press again. Oh, almost a walk, but now he's got a wide open. Little gamble on Northside's part. Oh, 2 missed layups.
Can't get the 2 opportunities, and so now Lions run the other way.
Now we're in a little bit of a fast break mode here on both teams, trying to push the ball so that they don't have to deal with a defensive set. Now Northside wants to talk this over. I'm sure they're going to have to find some type of answer for this one dribble handoff play where they're curling into the lane. Like I was saying before, that works out well because each iteration of the handoff, they get lower and lower so that when they make that final turn, they're curling in right at the free throw line, and it's only really 2 steps in for a shot, and it is very difficult for a man defense to be able to contain, especially if they're not effective at slipping those screens or switching.
The Warriors have shown thus far they've got 2, maybe 3 guys who are really capable of making those drives in the lane off those handoffs in number 23, Stormont, and Nathan Rhodes, number 27. Maybe even Jude Lineberry showing some ability to get in the paint as well and get shots up.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have an answer for Rhodes' height.
So the Lions set to inbounds under their own basket. Deep 2 in the short corner, no good. Lineberry comes up with the rebound. He'll push the other way for Saline County.
Okay, you hear the Northside Lions player saying they're going to switch. They early on were slipping every pick. Now they've gone into a switch mode, which is an excellent way to defend this dribble handoff.
Coates from the short.
Yep, that was a good adjustment there by the Warriors. They knew that top side wasn't going to be available because of the switches, so they moved to the baseline cut and gets rewarded with free throws.
So it's Abel Coates, the free throw line. I believe that foul was on Holden Schwander, number 32.
A little shoe tie problem over here.
Can't get it to go, and so Lions have 30 seconds here. Maybe it'll hold for the last shot of the quarter if they choose to do so.
Probably will, just simply because Warriors are in a zone, not showing any high pressure.
Work it into Spencer. He makes a move down low, surrounded by defenders, kicks it back out. Jump shot, no good. Offensive rebound, 8 seconds. Trauber with it. Step back 3 from way downtown, no good. That was from the college three-point line, no good. So 6-4 after 1 quarter of play. We'll be right back after this timeout. Well, we are underway here in the second quarter. Almost underway as we resume play between the Northside Lions and Saline County Warriors. This is boys 10U. It's a gold ball game in Class 7A. 6-4 game after one quarter with the Lions on top, and this one's going to be a jump ball. Stormont and Lineberry, the two scorers for the Warriors in that first quarter. For the Lions, there's 3 players with 2 points each: Noah Johnson, Lathan Sheward, and Holden Schwander. Warriors trying to break that press that we saw from the Lions in the first quarter. They continue it here.
Well, there's the trap. Yeah, that was dangerous to come in from the corner there.
Stormont sets up the offense.
Yep.
Thought about that 3.
Interesting, they're now trying to play a perimeter offense here with, now that they know that the Lions are switching.
Stormont puts up the floater, no good. Offensive rebound.
Oh.
Nearly gets the drop, but
in and out.
Not quite. It was Larry Elliott who got that offensive rebound.
It was actually a really good offensive set there. The we get the basketball on our end. That was actually a good offensive set, considering the defense was providing some very good high pressure there. Saline County staying in the zone.
Baseline drive. Gets up the shot, but a whistle here.
We're going to have a jump ball. And that's going to, and they're saying it's going to stay here.
Good look under the basket.
Yeah, really good ball fake. Everybody fell for it, but he still couldn't convert. Boy, this is some aggressive defense right now. A lot of hands in this zone, but somehow Northside's been able to come up with boards. They had 3 chances there.
Quickly, it's Coates the other way, picks up his dribble, needs some help, and it's taken away by Cruz.
Just doesn't see those quick hands of Northside.
Good look inside. Lions get a little paint shot there, no good.
Boy, the layups just are not falling for either side today. And that's why we see such a low-scoring game.
Rhodes takes it all the way to the other end, but no good.
That's what Rhodes needs to do more. He's like I said, he's got the size and he's got the strength. I'd just like to see him a little bit closer to the basket. That time he allowed the defender to kind of move him away from the paint. It was a little lower percentage shot, even though it was close to the basket. Another push out by the Lions of just these very active hands.
So the Warriors will inbound here on their side of the court as number 8 checks in. For Saline County, it's Judah Morgan. Elliott will take a breather here. And in for the Lions, number 31, Isaac Elliott.
That's our first substitution. I don't recall.
So, yes.
Yeah, I don't think they subbed at all in the first quarter, either team. Oh, that was a little bit too much dribbling, but they will retain possession. Northside staying in that man defense. This is really kind of limiting. They've now put Rhodes in the high post.
Stormont with on the left side, thinking about the 3, drives and kicks back out to Lineberry. Swings it around.
You know, with them in this man defense, I'm surprised they're not posting Rhodes up. because he's not creating much of a problem for them in the high post. Besides, he's just distributing the ball. Yeah, and they're going to get him for a walk there.
Yeah, it's a good point. I like to see what he could do if they post him up down lower in the paint.
Yeah, just to see if they would run some type of a post ambush or double team, some type of a double team there. If they didn't, I like his chances with a single coverage off of that. They're going to get him another jump ball on a clean block, they said, and this time it'll go back to Saline County.
So Rhodes got his hands up there. There's that height advantage. He didn't really even have to jump on that.
No.
Just raise up the hands and get the jump ball.
Here comes that full court pressure again. There they go. Now they've got their assignments down. Yeah, I'd move him down to the low block and just feed him. We'll see if they make that adjustment at halftime. At the high post, he's not. It's pretty easy to manage him with somebody right behind him and help even further behind him. Can't really do that as much if you post him up low.
Still looking for the first points of the second quarter.
Yeah, this adjustment by Northside to switch on the picks has really eliminated their topside main play, and all they've been left with is that little 6 to 7 foot baseline jumper, which was a good look, but it just didn't go in. Meanwhile, I think Northside is going to have to attack the middle part of this zone. They're being content to let Saline County force them to the perimeter shooting, which is, very low percentage, especially at this age, and they're going to have to do something either in the short corner or in the mid post to break this zone. That's the weakest part of that 2-3.
Noah Johnson back in the game for the Lions, as well as Larry Elliott for the Warriors.
A lot of dribbling here. This is trouble. They don't move it. There you go.
Rhodes now. He's going to go
That's
all
going
the
to be a walk again.
Shuffle.
Just an extra step. He's picking that dribble up right when he gets into trouble, but he's thinking that foot doesn't count, but it does as soon as he picks it up. And that's just tough. These younger guys, just a little bit tougher for them to kind of gauge that. And I will say this: the refs are being a little tight with that. I mean, even the previous walk that we saw was a flat step, but he didn't release it, so they called the travel. You'll often see that happen at the varsity level. They don't call that as a travel, but at this age, they're being, at least in this game, they're being pretty tight on the travel. I saw, I think it was a 12U game yesterday, and I saw 2 carries and called in the game, and you're like, man, you don't see that a whole lot. They were kind of almost like like watching a YouTube video of the pros. They'd never get called for that same one, but at these younger age groups, they're trying to get them into a good discipline. So, but that's part of the game, is understanding what the refs call, knowing if you get a little latitude or if they're going to call it strict on certain things, and you got to make adjustments. And it's up to the coaches to tell those players you're not going to be able to do that in this game because the refs are calling it a little stricter.
So it's still a 6-4 game here. Yet to have points from either side in the second quarter after points scored in the first.
I hate it when players jump before they've made the pass. Good interception there by Rhodes.
Now Stormont with the chance on a fast break. Creates the contact. And it's going to be on the floor here.
If he'd have even just thrown it up, he'd get free throws. He had a full head of steam.
So Warriors to inbound under their own basket. Rhodes gets it in to Elliott, who puts up the shot. No good. He's had a few good looks, just couldn't get him to go in.
We've had a scoreless second quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
We have, and it's under a minute to go.
And that's mostly, good defense by both sides. And they've both adopted completely different strategies, one going with the zone, the other going with a man, but both have been effective in keeping them out of the lane. Neither team has been able to adjust their offense to be able to be successful closer to the basket. And as a result, they're having to take these types of shots that we're seeing, which are lower percentage shots, especially in this age group.
Under 30 seconds. Stormont with it. We'll see if they take for a close to last shot here. 15 now. Maybe they can score the only bucket of the second period so far. No, another offensive rebound put back, no good. Now Cruz Spencer the other way, 5 seconds.
Surprised he stopped.
Gets in the paint, stops, puts up the shot, no.
Wow, full head of steam, and he pulled up. I think if he had gone straight to the basket, he might have either drawn the foul or gotten an easy layup. But as it results, we get no scoring in the second quarter.
So we'll go into halftime 6-4 and be right back after the half.
Ouch! When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it.
Welcome back to the live stream here as we are set to begin the second half. Northside Lions and Saline County Warriors. 6-4 game. There was no scoring in that second quarter, so now we'll look to see, Jeff, if there's any offensive adjustments here to try and wake up some of the scoring.
Yeah, I would expect to see some type of flash into the mid zone for them to get a little bit more effective against this 2-3 that's been pretty stifling for Northside. They have not been able to get any real activity inside the paint, and it has forced them into really low percentage shots. If you look at their 6 points, 4 of them have been from fast breaks. So we have the whereas on the Saline County side, I think they've all been from free throws. But at least those were from lane drives. So I think we're going to see how these adjust. Oh, okay. So now we're going to a motion. And
good look from Stormont, just too hard off the glass.
So we'll see if that was actually a good look. I'm sure they'll continue in that motion offense. Northside so far has not made any adjustments and are content to keep shooting outside, but now one hits.
Cruz Spencer knocks down the deep two, a much-needed bucket here to get things going in the second half.
Back to the press. This is their bread and butter of how they scored before, was off of these turnovers, and now they're going to get another one.
Lathan Sheward rips it away, and he goes all the way through contact, but no, can't get it to drop. Offensive rebound. And there's a foul.
The Warriors got the defensive rebound, then just turned and handed the ball right back to Northside and got an easy look, and it's going to shoot free throws. This is not good for Saline County. They made the right adjustments, but again, I'm not sure why they were surprised by the press. It's been kind of Northside's bread and butter in terms of how they've been able to turn defense into offense, so it shouldn't be of any surprise to them that it was happening, and they should have been prepared for it. And then he lowered that ball and just gave the Lions an opportunity to get a jump there.
So Lions get an extra possession there. Spencer's shot no good.
And another jump
ball.
And here comes the press again. Nope, he's calling it off. Nope, he's staying with it.
Oh, that pass just a little out of reach of Lineberry, and so another turnover created from that defensive pressure.
Don't be surprised Saline County calls another timeout to get these guys their assignments back. They know how to break the press. They did it several times in the first half, but they needed the coach to kind of corral them in.
And Spencer just stepped on the line there.
Yeah, you can see Saline County is just a little out of sorts, and it's affecting their defense even in the sets. They're just not able to play the way they're used to. Now they're getting trapped in the corner, and we're going to have another jump if he doesn't get out of there, and there he goes. Here comes Rhodes.
Lineberry gets to Rhodes. He's open for a deep two.
Yeah.
Nice shot. His first bucket of the game.
Beautiful open shot from the elbow there.
So finally the Warriors able to break the cold streak and get it back on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they can't. They keep staying within 2, but they can't seem to crack into the tie game there. Oh, beautiful pass there. Beautiful bounce pass right to where.
Yeah, that was Spencer to Schwander. Schwander, beautiful backdoor cut.
Beautiful.
And a great find. Spencer keeping his eyes up. Delivers, and the right type of pass, too.
Yeah, caught them right before they could really get organized in that zone. And we may see that even on the north side, even though you don't necessarily look at a motion offense as being one that breaks a zone, but anything that moves the defense, regardless of whether in a man or a zone, is effective. And it just requires movement, and a motion offense with a 5-out cut is still just as effective against a zone.
Lineberry puts up the shot, no good.
Yeah, I think they're just stopping short instead of finishing at the basket. I'd almost rather see somebody like Rhodes making that pass and cut, bigger target, can finish at the basket.
Coates with it on the right side. Steps back, takes a deep 2, no good. Needs to step back just another inch to be behind the three-point line.
A little bit of desperation there. That's a wide open look. But it's
great effort on the offensive board. Spencer gets the.
I thought it had gone. I thought he was out, and he somehow saved it and converted it into points.
Somehow, that's Cruz Spencer's second bucket of the game.
Now we've got a 5-point lead, and that's actually pretty huge based on the scoring we've seen, the lack of scoring we've seen in this game. 5 points is actually almost double the score.
Checking in for the Lions is Theo Scherer, number 30. As the Warriors inbound under their basket.
They're looking in danger here. Here we go. Back to the motion. Got double curl there. Like to have 23 curl on that.
That's going to taken away, but another jump call.
I thought that should have been a foul. It was almost a tackle there. But they called the jump first. Either way, it's Northside ball. Right now, Saline County not quite as active. They seem a little dejected. They're not moving as fast. Weren't really hustling back on defense there. And there's another travel call. Like we were talking about, the refs are not going to give them an inch in terms of latitude on that second step. So this time it was Northside that was the victim of the travel call.
Storment with it for the Warriors, sets up the offense. And it's taken away.
Yep, unsure catch there.
Can't convert. It's Trauber who can't convert it, but another offensive rebound opportunity.
Boy, good bat out there by Rhodes. He really disrupted what could have been an easy basket there and saved them 2 points.
11-6 here, minute 30 left in the third quarter. Again, that 5-point lead is a huge lead at this point in the game.
Yeah, they just are a little hamstrung right now in terms of what to do. Oh, just a gamble pass. We're going to have another jump ball. I haven't seen, you don't normally at any age see this many jump balls, even at 10U. I think there's just such frustration by both teams as to how to penetrate each other's defense, and neither team has been very effective at it. I know these teams in their gold ball semifinal game both had high-scoring games, so it's interesting that they are having to deal with more of a defensive-minded game here.
That last foul on Lathan Sheward. So the Warriors try to inbounds here. Got to get it in. They do so to Storment.
Oh, that's going to be a walk if he does.
But able to find his teammate Coates there.
Yeah, Coates really kind of saved the day there. But they are getting stuck in that corner. They're going to have to be there. You go. You've got to bring it out, reset your offense, get it out of that corner where trouble lurks.
Spencer on line, Barry. Nearly stolen away again, but able to recover.
That is a tough angle. Good, there you go.
Inside.
Very
Storment
good.
Gets it off the glass.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, that motion offense, 5 out, pass and cut, is very effective, but you've got to execute and you've got to receive that pass close enough to where you get a high percentage shot. And that was a beautiful touch off the glass there.
And a big-time bucket to bring it back to a 3-point lead here with 20 seconds to go in the third.
Well, they're making good movement on the perimeter around against this zone, but that's going to still force them into these 3-point shots. They need to get somebody right here. I would have that backside guy flash into the paint, and they're just not having him do it.
Here with 3 seconds and a timeout taken by coach of the Warriors.
Yeah, that last possession, I would have liked to seen that when they had it over here on the right side and the ball was on the strong side, all of the Saline County Warriors' heads were faced towards the ball, which meant that the guy that was over in the left corner could do anything he wanted. He could baseline cut to the basket, or he could flash into the mid-post. Either way, he was going to have a really open look, and it was going to make that zone either collapse or it was going to give him a wide-open shot or maybe even a layup on a one dribble. So I'd like to see Northside adjust to that as a way to really get some high-quality, high-percentage looks against this zone. But right now, these guys are content to just move the ball around the perimeter, which they're doing very well, giving them open looks. But we haven't seen a successful three-pointer in this game yet. So I know I saw them draining several of them in warm-ups, but it's a lot different when there's guys closing out on you. So they need to do something that's going to get them some high-percentage shots. And because the lead has now been cut to 3. So Saline County really just has to have a couple of good quality possessions. They showed in that last one that they can. I would expect that the Northside coach is probably talking to them about how to defend against that pass and cut. We used to say, introduce yourself to them, make sure that when they cut, they'll never get to cut ball side and that you put yourself in front of them. So let's see if they do that here.
So 3 seconds to get the shot up. Rhodes with it. He gets it up, and no good. He had a good look.
Yeah, really good look there.
And that will be the end of the third, 11-8, a 3-point game with 1 quarter to play. We'll be right back after this timeout. All right, well, we are back and ready to start the fourth quarter here. Northside Lions holding on to a 3-point lead as Spencer shot. Oh, it was teasing us.
It really was. That would have been our first 3 of the game. It just kind of hung on the rim for a second. Both teams coming out with a little bit of renewed energy here, so maybe they're good little pep talk by both coaches.
And it's a gold ball on the line here. The winner will get that beautiful trophy for the Class 7A and the Boys 10U. And that's one of the things they love to come here and play for. Is Stormont takes a
deep three.
Nearly got it to go. It's a good-looking shot, all things considered. Stormont now with an opportunity to reset the offense.
Another good look here.
Coates' shot no good, fighting for the offensive rebound. Stormont is fouled. That foul on Holden Schwander. So Warriors another opportunity.
I would not be surprised if we see a press out of these guys, out of either team coming up here. Saline County because they're playing from behind, and Northside because they know that's how they can create some easy offense.
Rhodes drives baseline.
Poor Rhodes. He has had such good looks and a lot of really high-quality shots that just have not fallen. It's certainly not for lack of good effort. I know he's frustrated. I could tell at the end of the third when that shot didn't go in and kind of held his hands up with disgust. Oh.
Just gets it into Lineberry, who hands it off to Stormont, who takes the deep college three. Ooh, no good. And another offensive rebound.
Wow.
That might be like the 5th straight on this possession.
We're seeing a little bit of that size advantage of Saline County coming into play. There's a little bit more aggressiveness in terms of staying with the offensive boards and not just be comfortable with allowing Northside to get the rebound. Oh, he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, Rhodes had it, and then
Rhodes wanted a foul, but it was really his own momentum that took him out.
So the Warriors unable to get a score after those basically 5 chances there. Spencer on the other end for the Lions. Working to get it in the paint, dishes out to the corner. Baseline floater.
Good ball fake. It's just still nothing working.
Another jump ball.
Basically, everything from 10 foot and out has been absolutely no-go for Northside. And like I predicted, the press is back on. And then he travels. Just an over rotation. Oh, nice ball fake. And he's going to get him with a foul.
Yeah, Rhodes commits the foul, just leaned into him a little too much instead of being straight up. So that'll send Cruz Spencer to the free throw line. He's got 4 points today.
Interesting that he's shooting this. He never let go of the ball. It actually probably should have been on the floor, but because his hand was actually going up, they're giving him credit for a shooting foul, but he never released the ball.
That may be what Coach over there is pleading his case about.
Yeah, I think he's right. I think that should have been on the floor.
So he gets 1 out of 2, make it a 4-point game. Stormont the other way, driving, puts up a little bit of crazy shot, but Coates gets the offensive rebound.
Oh, it's just crazy how many good shots have just kind of rattled around that rim, and there's just a lid on it.
So Warriors in some full court pressure.
Yeah, that's what I figured was going to happen, was they were going to need to kind of create some opportunity. Oh, now it's the
Tyson Trauber gets it to go off the glass.
We now have the biggest lead of the game for Northside at 6. And, yeah, so I expect to see the same full court pressure until they can bring this back in range.
Stormont puts up the 3, no good. Not sure if that was quite the 3 look you want him taking, but he intercepts that pass.
Errant pass. Oh, Rhodes was still down there, and he'd already hustled back, or he has an easy layup there off a pass and another walk.
Yep, too many steps.
Yep.
Rhodes tries to squeak by both defenders.
He's very frustrated and I think a little confused. I think he honestly thinks that he's not taking 3 steps, but yeah, it's just that little bit of disruption that Northside's getting him on his first step, and it's causing him to take 1 extra step. And they have really done a great job with disrupting Rhodes in terms of rhythm, shot, everything, because I think clearly none of these guys are used to the shots not falling as much as has been going on today in the game, because I would having not seen these guys play all year, but I would imagine this is probably a low-scoring record for at least Saline County, maybe for both teams. These guys are tall, they're strong, they're athletic, so I'm guessing they're used to scoring in the 30s and 40s every game, not in the teens and single digits. So, but yeah, it's tough for both of these coaches. At least the Lions have a little bit of a luxury here, because the 6-point lead is a chasm based on the lack of scoring in the game, whereas Saline County has got to figure out a way for these guys to get uncontested layups. That's almost the only thing that's going to bring them back into this. They've been unsuccessful in just about every other realm, and even the contested layups are just not going in.
As far as the scoring goes in today's game thus far, Cruz Spencer, the leading scorer for the Lions, he's got 5 points, and Joel Stormont's got 4 for the Warriors, with 2:53 to go in the game.
Beautiful. He never saw him.
Stormont finds Coates. Shot fake.
Oh, should have shot that.
Rhodes takes a 3-pointer, no good.
I really would have liked to seen
and a little scramble for the ball. It's going to be another jump.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen Stormont shoot that ball. He was close to the basket. He had a full head of steam, and he just kind of got a little intimidated by the oversized defender that was guarding him. These guys are probably going to stretch the ball now. They can be content not to even never take a shot. So he's driving in.
Throws it out of bounds off Rhodes, so the Lions maintain possession.
Yeah, but I would be I'm just kind of surprised here with 2 minutes left in the game, up 6, playing against a tight zone. I would think they would be content just to move the ball around the perimeter, but they're not. They're going to shoot. And that's going to give more possessions to Saline County. Deep pass. Oh, he got away with a walk. No, he didn't.
You're not getting away with walks in this game.
No, I was about to say that would be amazing if he gets away with that one, but
I haven't seen anybody get away.
No, they were on it.
So under 2 to play.
Another steal, and this could be an opportunity.
He's going to go all the way. Oh, just too strong.
It's going to stay here, though. Wow. It's got to be just the height of frustration for the Saline County coach, seeing his team do all the right things and just the ball never goes in the basket.
Storman's been everywhere creating
That's
turnovers.
not going to happen. Oh, good save. Good save there by Coates.
The effort from these boys in the 10U class and all that.
Oh, that's a really good look. Oh, and it still doesn't go. A beautiful look there by Elliott, and it just doesn't fall. Now they're gonna have to rely on a really good press here. But wow, that time Coates did not step up to his assignment. He could have had an easy interception there off of that pass, but he just stood flat-footed. But again, Northside keeps taking poor shots and giving more possessions to Saline County. I don't understand. With 1:18 left to play, they should make them come out and foul.
Storman puts up the corner 3. No good. Another good look, but no.
And this is going to be an easy layup unless Rhodes can get in front of him, and he does.
Now Spencer in the paint. He's fouled on the shot. So again, yeah, like you say, they're not taking time off.
No, they're not holding back at all. 1:03 left in this game, up two, more likely 3 possessions. And if he makes either of these free throws, it's 4, and it's pretty much game over based on the lack of production that we've seen out of Saline County.
And if the Warriors cannot mount a miraculous comeback here, it will not be for lack of shot opportunities.
No question. I think the number of possessions probably actually favors Saline County, and that's probably going to do it with a 7-point lead right at a minute to go.
And 6 of those points are from Cruz Spencer as Storman is fouled here.
And neither team in any type of foul trouble, so even trying to get them to the foul line to kind of increase the amount of time in this game is not going to work, because it would take them almost the full 58 seconds to get 5 fouls and put them in the bonus. So they're going to have to do this by getting some possessions, getting some shots.
Another look from Elliott. He can't get it.
And that's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, good effort, but no one there to pass it to as Lineberry tried to save it. 49 seconds.
A very curious, just a very unique type of a game that we've seen here today that you're just not used to seeing. And
Storman there creating chaos and another turnover.
I tell you what, he is that one player that has been a spark plug the whole game, but they just have not been able to convert even off of these easy turnovers.
Storman puts up the shot, can't get it. Offensive rebound by Rhodes. Back out to Storman for 3.
Nope.
No again. Another one by Rhodes. Elliott shot.
Finally
gets one to drop. Larry Elliott.
They're going to call a timeout and see if they can get maybe a quick turnover here off of a very aggressive press. But their assignments they're going to have to follow their assignments. Everyone's going to have to be involved. Coates could have had an easy interception in the previous press, but everyone's going to have to be mentally engaged to get a quick 3, and then try it again. But it's going to be a lot to ask to get 5 points in 19 seconds with Northside having possession, but not impossible.
Yeah, and you're asking them to do something they haven't yet done in this game, which is hit some 3-pointers.
Yeah, or get an and one.
Or an and one.
I would think at this level, you're probably looking, if you can get it as that steal as close to the free throw line as possible, to come in, get a quick drive, and maybe a foul to get you the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. But even if you just get a 2, then save that 3-point opportunity for the next steal. But everything's going to have to be aligned perfectly, and you're going to have to execute 2 really good presses here in a very short period of time for this to happen.
And despite the fact that Stormont or anybody has not made any threes, the shots that Stormont is taking from the 3-point line, I just feel like those have got to go in at some point. Why not now?
Yeah, exactly.
If they can get the turnover. And a foul.
Yeah, that took 5 seconds off the clock. And unfortunately, that's only the second foul this quarter, so they're going to have to do this 3 more times.
Still 14 seconds on the clock here.
Got to go for the steal here.
Got to go now. Spencer gets it across the timeline, and he's fouled by Stormont.
2 more, I think. Might be 1, but I think it's 2 more.
So again, you got to have the quick foul here. 9 seconds and ticking.
Yeah, they just don't have the time.
2 seconds. And that will do it. Congratulations to the Northside Lions from Indiana. They have won the boys 10U gold ball in 7A class. Plenty more basketball to come the rest of today, the rest of this week. We'll be back for another game after this one.